Hello my loves and welcome back. And if you're new here, then thank you for joining me and giving me a try. So today I wanted to answer a question that a couple of people have left in the comments and on my Patreon. If you're not a member of my Patreon, then come check it out. The link is in the description. And that is, what the heck is this? And what is it for? What does it do? So let's address that today. So this is a yoga wall. So as you can see, it's just a piece of wood and it is away from the wall a couple of inches to allow for these little attachments here. So there's like a ball that comes in here and slots down and secures equipment in place. So that's basically the difference between a wall and a yoga wall, in that this is an equipment of sorts that you can attach things to. There are different pieces of equipment that I have that I can put this in and do different poses, different exercises, and other things with. Think of it as an option rather than attaching like a hook or something into the wall. I've got a flexible piece that I can change according to where I want it. It's kind of like the cable machine at the gym where you can adjust the height depending on what you want to do with it, if that makes sense to those of you that are gym goers. So why would you want to use a yoga wall? Well, it can make poses more accessible. It can make them more relaxing. It can free up your joints a little and get you deeper into a pose. It can take some of the pressure off some areas and place them in areas that they actually need to be in. It changes poses completely. So how can you use a yoga wall? Well, you've seen me use this in other videos. I can use it the same as a regular wall. I can put my legs on it, I can put my hands and feet on it, but I can also put my equipment into it. So equipment that I have, and there are others. So the first thing that I have is I have the bar attachment, and I just slot the ball end into the top hole and then pull it down, and then I have my bar attached. That one is too high for me because I'm short. So now I have a bar. I could do a bar workout if I wanted to. I could do a ballet bar workout. I could use it to stretch my hamstrings like a regular ballet bar. I can hang from it. But mostly the bar is used as like a ballet bar. It's an assist for balance and for stretching out the body and doing bar classes. So ballet type stuff, Pilates kind of stuff. So one of the other things that I have is I have the yoga belt to go with my wall, also called a hammock. So this is basically a nice long kind of strap with a cushy padded midsection, and it has two adjustable straps on the edges, and the little ball attachment is on the end here. So you can see it's almost like a long strap with a padded section in the middle. Now this again just goes in ball first and down. So then I can just adjust however long I want it to be away from the wall. And for me, this is a fantastic way to come into downward facing dog and relieve some of the pressure into my hips and my lower back. So for me, that's how I use it. So taking the pressure onto my thighs, walking myself back and coming down and finding downward facing dog here. It's a great way to come into downward facing dog with less pressure onto the hands because the belt is taking most of the weight. It's also a nice way to do back bends. And you can even pretend that you're flying. Or Spider-Man. Now the other thing that you can get is a strap, just a long regular strap that attaches to the wall. I don't have one of those, But what I do have is this little thing, and I'm actually quite glad that I have these instead. So I bought these off eBay, and I'm very, very happy that I've got these because I can do a lot of stuff with these. So I can use these with a strap by just threading one end of the strap through and then just pulling it through, and I have my strap. Now, if I'm doing that, I do make sure as well that I've connected the other end so that it is looped. And I can do now the same things that I could do previously. I could, if I had a longer one, not this one, I could still do down dog with it, but I can come into this and still find that sense of holding, like the wall is supporting me. I'm not doing any of the weight here. It's great if you need anything where you wanted to stretch your arms behind you and pull into it, drawing your shoulders back, little side stretch. So basically the wall is offering support or leverage. It's assisting you in, if you think about a lot of partner stretches, it is your partner. It is your stable, secure support for that. So another great way to use the strap and the wall attachment is to use it for poses like triangle. The back leg into the pose, take your wide stance, and it just helps pull that back leg back to avoid the compression in the hip. It's a much nicer and gentler way of coming into a pose if you're struggling with just collapsing into the poses. Provides a little more space for the joints. Even just standing like this feels good. Feeling some support on that back leg. Support from the wall. And then come in to triangle. Now, the good thing about these little circular doodads is I can use them for my straps, but I can also use them with my resistance bands, because the resistance bands that I have little hooks on the end. So if I wanted to, I could use these for some strength work. I have a little attachment as well that I put in here that just attaches through the hoop. And now I can put the whole thing through, both of the handles. And now I have a support for my resistance band, whatever I need to use it for. So the one thing that I like about this is I also have the little ankle loops. So I can use this around my ankles, attach a band through the little loop, attach that to the wall, and then I can basically use it like a Pilates machine. Now, the good thing about having the ankle straps is that I can also have the support down here and work on kickbacks and anything legs here. Helping my balance, helping build some muscle mass here. And one of the main reasons that I love this wall, other than the yoga stuff, other than the bar, and it looks very versatile, I'm so glad that I got these little attachments because I can use it for my TRX. So the little ball, I generally just put up here, attach the clasp, and then I can just do all my TRX stuff. Because I don't have anywhere to attach that in the house. So now I can use it much more than I used to previously. So quite often when you see my videos, that little attachment kind of lives up there and I have another one somewhere that lives down there, and I very rarely move them from those positions. And if all that looked like a torture device, wait till you see this. So the great thing is I can also use it with my TRX rep trainer. If you haven't seen one of these are fantastic. Great for working your core. It's an elasticated cord with a bar. So you have resistance the whole way through your activities. And obviously I would be further away, but you guys are in the way right now. So you do need room. All right, my loves, I hope that helped give you a little bit of information about what a yoga wall is, why you'd want to use it, equipment that you can go with the yoga wall, and a little insight into what you can do with it besides yoga. And I will leave links in the description to some of the bits of equipment I've used today, because I know that you might be interested in some of them. And let me know if you want any kind of tutorials or workouts or reviews or anything. I'm more than happy to do those. So if you enjoyed this, then give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. And remember, my loves, that karma is only a bitch if you are. So be nice, be kind, and be the change that you want to see in the world. I'm just waiting for the trash man to go by. Now, if you have, my pants are falling down. Oh, and that battery's dying. Stop bunching up around my things and pulling my top down. So the one thing that I like about this, that was very loud. Where's the other handle? And lose my mic in the process.